Max Holloway's gonna be fighting Conor McGregor soon, like UFC 329, and I'm pretty worried about him. You know, he's fighting at 170, and I don't think he's ever fought at 170 before. And Conor's used to 170, and I have a few like worries for Max Holloway. Um, One reason being that he's never fought the weight class. You know, Conor's experience and that stuff. You know, Conor's fought at 170 before, and I think with more, and I think with no experience at 170, we don't know how Holloway's gonna be. But we've seen Conor on how he's been at 170, and you know, Conor. I mean, Holloway is not gonna be going much weight. I think he walks around like 190, around 190 pounds, and he's only gonna cut about like 20 pounds. You know, 50 pounds less than he would have to cut for lightweight. And yeah, I think Holloway can have some issues. You know, mostly cardio, because that's probably one of his worst issues. Maybe and Connor can catch him. I know he's been off for 5 years, but we haven't really seen. I know you still have that ability to connect shots when you're even after you've been off for 5 years, like Conor McGregor. And just the one thing that we've seen loads of upsets recently, you know, supported with Justin Gage, you know, Sean Strickland and Khamzat Chimaev. And I sense that Conor does have a chance. I think loads of people are picking Max Holloway very to win Conor McGregor, which is me. I think Max Holloway's going to be Conor McGregor. But I think Conor McGregor still has a puncher's chance. You know, even against Holloway against Oliveira, we've seen how big of a lightweight. We've seen how big Oliveira was, and we've seen how he exposed Holloway. So imagine at a bigger weight class, how good McGregor's gonna be. No, I think McGregor's gonna be really motivated for this camp as well. You know, he's been off for 5 years. No, I think he's very very motivated, and Holloway just, I think, I think he returned too early. Um, he just fought like about like 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and he's back in camp again. I don't think he got proper time to work on his wrestling. Now, like, Connor's probably gonna use it, but I think Holloway I think Holloway took his fight too early. I think he should have took his fight in like November, but it's International Fight Week, and I guess they forced him to take this fight. And yeah, I think Holloway is still gonna win just because he's just really good. But I want Celtic to could be some lethal issues, and it's just crazy, you know. And Conor McGregor could just pull it off, you know, and it'd be one of the greatest upsets. No, well, yeah, of all time. So yeah, I think Conor McGregor could pull it off, but I still have Max Holloway on it. You know, talking. Let's talk about the rest of the card. Benoit said it was a Paddy Pimblett. I think I see loads of people picking Paddy Pimblett, but I think people are underestimating Benoit Saint Denis for this fight. I think Benoit Saint Denis is amazing. He knocked out, not he TKO'd Dan Hooker. He beat Mercy Huffy, as we've seen. He's one of the best, if not the best, striker in the lightweight division right now. You know, I think those people are underestimating Benoit Saint Denis. You know, they're both southpaws. I think Benoit Saint Denis is gonna smash him up, honestly. And I think he can get a win. And I think he wins this fight. He can play something like in the top five, like Omar Sarukian, Charles Oliveira, maybe a Huffy rematch. Um, and yeah, I think Benoit Saint Denis can really put it off. And I think there are some advantages for Paddy Pimblett, like sorry, 1 minute. Like there are some advantages for Paddy Pimblett, like um they're both southpaws. He's gonna be lashing that leg kick, honestly. And Paddy's just he's really good. I think he's been working on his wrestling. You know, he's put some few videos of wrestling in his camp. And yeah, I think Benoit Saint can really pull it off. I I have been winning that fight. And then for the whole card, I know Corey Sandhagen's fighting Mario Bautista. I have Sandhagen for that one. Sandhagen is just too skilled. I think that Marab fight really showed it, even though he lost. I think he still he put up a good performance. And Bautista's not. He lost to Umar. I think his thing is wrestling. Even though he got a good win over Vinicius Oliveira. I don't know. I still have Corey Sandhagen winning that fight. There's also, oh my god, Brandon Royval versus Lona Kavanagh. This fight's gonna be bangers. Hopefully, I have Lona Kavanagh winning that one. Honestly, I think he's gonna be too fast. Royval's on the end of his career. Downfall. He's lost 2 fights in a row to Joshua Wanamail. I think Lona Kavanagh can really exploit those openings Brandon Royval gives. So yeah, I'm gonna pick Lona Kavanagh. This is a prediction. Please like and subscribe, and that I'll see you in the next video. Peace.